You know what? I had a friend named Reyes. He had a Del Sol. At first, I thought it was a chick car. But once you drive in one with the top off, oh man, the hair blowing in the wind, I had to get one. So I got one. And then I built it up to this, and I thought my wife would go with me, but she's so scared of the car, she doesn't ride with me no more. You know what? I just wanted something that could withstand the abuse, and then I don't have to worry about it breaking down. So that's why I don't go so high on the boost. It's stock block because I feel like it's more reliable as long as I keep the boost levels low and the horsepower, somewhat decent. Mm-hmm. Right now it's at around 320 something and 250 torque. So it gets around.
Alrighty everyone, welcome back to the Motor Anatomy. Today we have Miklo. Miklo, thank you so much, man, for making the time for us. So tell us, what do you drive, man?
What's up? This is Miklo82 on Instagram. I drive a 94 Del Sol, the SI model that came with the B16 original. I took it out. I've put a F2B right now, turbo. I've had this car for maybe, I'd say about 8 years. And I just love driving it when I drive it. And pretty fun.
Cool, man. So why Del Sol?
You know what? I had a friend named Reyes. He had a Del Sol. At first, I thought it was a chick car. But once you drive in one with the top off, oh man, the hair blowing in the wind, I had to get one. So I got one. And then I built it up to this, and I thought my wife would go with me, but she's so scared of the car, she doesn't ride with me no more.
That's hilarious. So walk me back. Is Honda's in your bloodline? Is that how you started?
Yeah, I say back in '99, I got my first hatch, the EG SI. And after that, I loved it. And I just kept going from there. And I went to the military. And when I was in the military, I learned how to work on engines, motors. So from there, I just kept getting better and better. So now I'm a tech at Kia in Temecula. And I just work on cars all day. And I go home and I do side jobs. And I love working on Hondas. And I love working on my own car. It's just a lot funner than work.
Wow, that's crazy. So it's been 8 years, right?
Yeah.
I know that you kind of just you took it apart and now you rebuild it. What was your vision for it?
You know, I just wanted something that could withstand the abuse, and then I don't have to worry about it breaking down. So that's why I don't go so high on the boost. It's stock block because I feel like it's more reliable as long as I keep the boost levels low and the horsepower, somewhat decent. Mm-hmm. Right now it's at around 320 something and 250 torque. So it gets around. It does its job, and I can feel like it's not going to break down on me. As long as I maintain the car the way it is, it's not going to break down.
Is it just a street-driven car, or eventually you kind of want to take it to the track or canyons, or what does it look like?
You know what? Right now, I just drive it around for fun because I like it. I will eventually take it to the track. Maybe when I get my traction bar, I'll probably see what it can do. I had Ghostworks rebuild the tranny for me, so it should be bulletproof now.
That's awesome, man. Well, let's get it right in it.
All right.
Tell us about the front end, man. What do you got going on?
Basically, I got the stock front end with the JDM headlights, and I actually have the fog light out for a reason because I was having heat soak issues.
Interesting.
So I had to upgrade to a bigger fan, which opts for the bigger fuse because how much amperage it draws. And then I had to have an exit and an entryway for the air to come in, so the heat soak issue would go away.
Okay.
The spoon style lip on the Del Sol. I got the US front end, JDM headlights. If you come this way, I got the JDM fenders with the side markers. I got the JDM visors because the longer I'm short works out best for me. USDM taillights. I got my plate. If you see this, you're gonna get mad because you're behind me. Pretty much it. So I'm not a fancy person. I don't like stickers everywhere. I don't like the tension. I just like driving my car. Okay. And the people in the know, they see it, they know.
All right. So tell us, this car has been resprayed, right?
Yeah, I had this painted, about 7 years ago. It was originally white with like a TJ paint job. So there was like overspray everywhere. So I slowly got new gaskets. The body was kind of straight. It was actually pretty straight. So I was able to just respray the body. And we're good to go.
And what's the color code?
You know, it's from a Honda Element.
Okay.
It's like a root beer. I forgot the color code exactly, but it's off a Honda Element.
Yeah, with this sun, it really gives a nice little sparkle.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty nice.
Yeah, right, cool. Tell us about your suspension pieces.
Okay, as for suspension, right now I'm running on Buddy Clubs. My friend Chongo, a daily driven FG4, his favorite. I got some Function 7's lower control arms. I've got Buddy Club upper control arms. What else? I've done all the suspension pieces, the bushings with OEM. I got new rear trailing arm bushings. What else I got in this thing? When I put it all together, I did it with all new ball joints, wheel bearings, you name it. I redid everything over again because I didn't want to do it twice. And I want a car that rides good, where I don't have to worry about, weird noises, and I don't want to deal with that.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I went over everything with the suspension. Right before I sent it to get painted. And when I got it painted, I had the engine bay painted as well because I wanted it to match. Yeah, and I got the sticky tires because I can't grab for nothing.
Tell us about your wheel and tire setup.
Yeah, so basically it's my Chinese wheels, J and C's, but I got the tire. I'd rather spend my money what's in here than what's in there because I'm not a fancy person. But I had to get the RSR tires.
What are the specs on the wheels and the tires?
The wheels I actually got from my friend Gabriel, and the specs are 15 by 8 with the 20 offset.
Nice.
I got the 205 tires because I like the beefy look, and I want to grab the tire, and I want to grab the floor as much as I can. This is the SI model, so it came with rear disc.
Nice.
And then the SI model actually has larger front disc than the standard SI model with the single cam. So my braking is pretty good.
Cool. All right. What are the future plans for the exterior?
You know what? For the exterior wise, maybe I'll respray it in a few years and I'll change the lip up because the lip doesn't fit the way I like it, but it still adds to the aggressive look. But that's pretty much it exterior wise.
Hi, Miklo. Tell us, man, what we got going on in the interior?
All right, like I said, I'm not a fancy guy. I still got the stock Del Sol seats, but I got my personal steering wheel. That's probably worth more than my seats. I got a stock shift knob when I worked at Honda back in I think it was like 05 when I got out of the military. Got my Alpine unit, because that's what's up. I got MB Course speakers all around, because I want to be trebling like crazy when I'm on the streets. And of course, I got my power windows, door locks. And that's, my Energy, my Slim Hub. I actually like that stuff. It's got really nice. I got the rear window that goes up and down. I'm just fancy all around.
Yeah, the soles are pretty cool. They have the space for the actual top to go in. I didn't know that until my buddy Junior showed us. And the window, I didn't know it went down. I mean,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I'll show you the spot where it goes into. It's really convenient.
Pretty.
And what's really cool is that in case you want to put something in there, you can always just lift it up.
That's pretty.
And throw some stuff in there.
Who would have thought of that?
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
That's pretty freaking cool. So what is the plan for the interior?
And you know what? Interior wise, I would like to get some different seats, but I had buckets in the past, but I hated them because I'm so short. My legs never fit. So I probably maybe some Recaros like my ballin' brother. He's got those red Recaros. Maybe get something like that. Those are nice and comfortable, and you can recline in them. I like that. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I'm gonna get. That's what I'm gonna get right there.
You talk yourself into that by yourself.
Yeah.
Good job.
I can sell myself anybody's stuff.
All right, man. All right, Miklo. So obviously this is not the original motor that it came with.
What?
What are we staring at, man?
Okay, so basically I got a stock block F20. I got a H22 head with Pro 1 cams and valve train. I got 1000cc injectors, hybrid racing. Yeah. I don't want to run out of fuel. That's scary. I'm actually running piping from my old single cam turbo setup. I would just cut it to fit, and it still freaking fits. It's pretty crazy. I'm actually running the K series intake manifold, which is, I guess, is the new rave. I like it. Other than the idle air control valve, you don't have one anymore. But basically, I got the K series manifold, and then I use a K to H bracket, and then gaskets on both sides, and then I get the B series skunk manifold. Throttle body, but I also have the K to B little bracket spacer that goes in between, so I can run it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, and I got the skunk 2 cam gears. I'm also running a Wick Fab secondary tensioner. This was so hard to find because nobody makes it for H and F, and it's actually came from Canada. It's from Canada, yay. I run innovative mounts, and this manifold's custom because at the time when I first did my H2B turbo setup, they didn't sell them for me. So I had my friend Max Speed, or Miles, over in Temecula, fab me one up and make one with the downpipe for me.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
What kind of turbo?
Right now I'm running a Precision Turbo T3, not too big because I'm not, like I said, I want reliability over everything. I'm running the Teal wastegate, Teal blow-off valve because I feel like that's reliable. You get a good name brand, you don't worry about it no more. I'm running Skunk 2 radiator, and I'm also F2B, and I'm using the QSD plate. I've seen horror stories when you use copies. So I use the QSD, which comes with a little bracket for the axles. You gotta grind the hell out of that back block to make it fit. Pretty scary. And I run the B16 Trans, which I got rebuilt by Ghostworks. So it's fresh as butter. Short gearing, which sucks on the freeway.
I was about to ask you, how's it?
Oh, it's horrible on the freeway, so I drive like a grandma. I'm like 65 on the freeway. I try to take the streets as much as I can. Let's see what else I got. That's pretty much it. I'm using aftermarket lines, fuel lines, because I've had issues trying to line it up with the K-Series manifold. So I decided I'd just go aftermarket. So I made these in my house. They're actually really easy to do. And then I use compression fittings over by the line, no leaking. It's really easy. You don't have to cut like crazy like you used to with the double flares.
It's easy when you know what you're doing, Miklo.
yeah, true. And then I'm using the QSD plate, and which kind of the only drawback to using the F2B, H2B is that you don't have room for a timing cover, which makes you a little nervous. I removed the balance shaft belt because I don't use it. I'm using the Euro crank with the 1-row pulley.
Nice.
Yeah, innovative bracket up front so I can hold the alternator out of the way.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of hidden details.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes into.
This is not an easy.
No.
I can tell.
I did a lot of research because I just didn't want to deal with the H-Trans, and I don't like dealing with the cables. And the H-Trans aren't. I find every time I had an H-Trans, they grind it, and they're harder to find parts for. So I said, no, I don't want to do all that, and I went F2B, or originally H2B, and now I'm F2B. But you know what? H and F is the way. I ain't ever going back to B. You heard that, Tony?
Ooh.
You heard me, Tony?
Ooh. I think I just saw a couple dislikes on the video. Dude, you can't do that.
You can't do that, man.
The owner does not represent my channel.
Yeah, doesn't represent my opinion.
Do that on your own channel. Don't do that on mine. I get dislikes.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. Well, basically, I like the H and F series because stock block, you put out decent power without even touching the bottom end. On B series, you got to put a little bit of work, but B series are just so well known.
It reminds of, you say you're pushing 8 PSI?
Yeah, I'm pushing 8 PSI at 320 horsepower. It's decent for what it is. What else? Yeah, you know, that's pretty much it.
Tranny stock. Oh no, Tranny was
a B16, yeah, with the M Factory LSD, because spinning ain't winning, and I got tired of the one tire fire.
Oh man. Okay, cool. So what are the future plans for it?
You know what? I'm still debating on either doing a G23 again. I did a G23 for a friend of mine, and it still runs pretty good. And maybe building the bottom end on that, or getting another F20 and building the bottom end. Because these FRM sleeves are not cheap, and I'd rather just stick with this.
It's working for you.
Yeah, it works for me. Because to build an H, you're looking at like 3 Gs just to sleeve the thing, because you can't just board, you can't board and hone it. Because the FRM sleeves, you're stuck. While the F series and like the F20, you can just bore it, hone it again, and keep going.
Man, it's good. It's really good.
It's a cool little setup, and it's not that expensive. I'd say the most expensive part is the H2B kit. That's almost as much as the motor, and that's it. I recommend it. No cutting. Well, there's some cutting on the block, but you don't have to cut holes for cables for the H series. Nothing. Pretty reliable. I find it a lot easier.
All right, Miklo, well, thank you so much for taking the time and showing us this wonderful, wonderful Del Sol, man.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Any future plans that you may have forgotten about, and any shout-outs?
You know what? A future plan, I'd probably do a sleeve F-Series block, and then just raise the boost all hell. Shout out, I'll give a shout out to my boy Tony, 420. Always give me good advice. Izzy, for helping me out with the K-Series manifold. All the homies, Canito, Reyes. Let's see who else could be there with me. There's a gang of people. There's so many. Rafa from Oregon. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. And Kia, North America, for paying my bills as I go to work every day. And my wife for putting up with all the crap I do in the house, because there's car parts everywhere. Kitchen sink, dishwasher, you name it. And I guess that's about it. appreciate everybody tuning in and watching my car. Take a look at it. It's fun to drive. You see me, say what's up.
I like good energy, man. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Miklo. I appreciate it. I can't wait to see the car continue to get built. And please keep up with this positive attitude, man. We need more of that.
Oh, one more. Daily driven FG4. Can't forget about you, boy.
I don't know how you forgot.
Yeah, that's my Filipino son.
Your Filipino son.
That's my Filipino son. All right.
Well, thank you so much, man. I can't wait for the future on this car.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.